Your average product packaging is crammed with so much information, it's hard to see the artistry behind the instructions and ingredients. An incredible amount of thought goes into making packaging that's unique, instantly recognizable, and attractive to the consumer. All consumer products are packaged in one way or another. Fabrication starts with the burning of an aluminium plate. The plate is placed onto a cylinder, and using a laser, the burning begins. The image appears in 6 minutes. This plate will make the printing impressions on packages. The laser has to be perfectly calibrated using this test plate. Printing starts with the hand mixing of inks. If the desired colour does not exist, it has to be made up from a mix of various other colours. An ink trial is done with a spatula, and using this small manual press, colour ink tests are done. The ink is spread onto paper and the colour compared to the master design. If the two match, the presses can be started up. This is a 6-colour offset process printing press. The press is fed by a suction and friction process, devouring 8,000 sheets an hour. Now the printing plate is placed onto the press cylinder. This plate will come into contact with the inking rollers which feeds off the ink reservoir. To prevent it from drying, ink viscosity is maintained with an oscillator. The press starts up and reaches a production rate of 8,000 impressions in a single hour. The press is comprised of individual colour printing units. The paper sheet passes from one unit to the other, receiving a new colour at each step. A final quality check guarantees that the colours and position is correct. The final step is the folding and gluing of the boxes. This grooved plate makes folding marks on the carton. And this machine does the cutting, the embossing and stripping of the sheets at a rate of 6,000 an hour. The cutting die slices the carton sheets and together with the grooved plate makes the folding joints. This sheet is slid behind the cutting die to equalize the cutting of the sheets. This enormous pile of 3,000 sheets is now ready to be cut. The embossing press feeder handles between 6,000 and 8,000 sheets an hour. Rollers guide the sheets in the direction of the press. And here, the sheets are embossed by the machine. The precision of the embossing is then verified. Next comes the cutting of the sheets. The cutting unit strips and removes the unnecessary pieces, and the carton scraps are sucked up for eventual recycling. The scraps can also be cut away manually, using a hammer. And the carton end pieces are sent off for recycling. All that remains is the assembly of the packages, with a high-speed gluing unit that can construct 30,000 to 40,000 boxes per hour. Gluing begins with the folding of the sheets, following the folding marks. The sides of the formed box are then glued together. An average of between 5 to 8 steps are needed to fabricate a packaging box. Every day, this plant produces between 1 and 2 million boxes, requiring almost 4,000 tons of cardboard every year. Coming